having a faith makes a great difference to me, because I know that I'll never ever be alone, and no matter what I'm going through and whatever situation I find myself in, I know that Jesus is there with me, alongside me, comforting me and guiding me, and I just know that he will never ever leave me, and it's something that is just there. I can't turn away from it. He's always with me and always will be, and it's just an inner peace, I think, for me. It's just a knowledge of knowing that he's going to be there from now and forever, for the rest of my days on this earth, and in the future. My faith has helped me in the sense that when I've gone through times of troubles or concerns or worries, which everybody goes through, I know that if it gets too much, or I just feel that I'm overwhelmed by it all, that I can just take it to the Lord and leave it at the foot of the cross and just walk away and know. It's almost like being a child. You go to Daddy and he says everything's going to be fine. And we know that life isn't that simple, but some things sometimes become overwhelming for us to deal with, and it's just knowing that you have got that foundation, that security, and it's just, like I say, it's an inner peace that I'd like everybody to feel and have. And that's not to say that life doesn't, there are times when we do make mistakes and we go the wrong way, and we sometimes forget. But he's always there, and you always come back to that faith, and it's just something special within my heart, really. Some years ago, I had a feeling that I needed to do a ladies group in a church, and I felt really strongly about it, and I put a lot of work into it, and there were certain things that it just didn't work out. And at the time, I can remember feeling really disappointed. Maybe I got it wrong, perhaps it wasn't what I meant to be. And driving home in the car, I was crying out to the Lord. I was physically crying and saying, do you know, Lord, I'd really felt as if it all went wrong, and they just laughed at me. And this voice, as if they were sitting in the car next to me, said they laughed at me as well. And that moment, it just brought me up with a jolt, and I thought, what I went through is nothing compared to what Jesus went through. And it was just that inner peace. And it's not something that happens a lot, but it's just when you need it at that point, he meets you there, and he brings you out of it instantly. And that's how I felt. And right away I thought, well, it's not the end of the world. They didn't pin me to a cross. It didn't work. And you learn from your mistakes and you move on. I would say I once tried to give God up. I was having an argument with him one day because things were going wrong. And I said, do you know what, Lord? I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to be a Christian anymore. And I just want to walk away and not have to think about it. And that little voice said to me, okay, where are you going to go? And that made me stop and think, well, where am I going to go? Where can I go where he's not with me, and where I wouldn't want him not to be there? And somebody said to me once, what is more important to you, God or your family? And that's a tough question to answer. But I have to be honest, that God comes first. And I know, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have my family. So in a nutshell, really, he's everything to me, and he comes first in everything I do.